Can I go first?
Thus, a researcher eager to be recognized for his work decided to target a popular company and determine if there is a relationship between the amount of product produced by the company and the amount of chemical waste dumped on a nearby river. The company claims there is no such relationship in the long run, and the amount of chemical waste they dump is minimal and constant.
This is my chance!
The researcher goes on to collect his data, collecting information of levels of output from the company in recent years and taking his own measurements of contaminants in the lake.
Yes! The data shows a positive correlation!
The publisher publishes his information in a local city newspaper, which soon gains tremendous attention.
What is this?
The company soon sees its reputation and standing decrease and its sales figures decline. The company decided to sue the researcher for libel and in a civil dispute. In the case, the factory owner, also a respected physician, decided to stand for himself. He looks into his research methods. The researcher, confident that the evidence will prove her correctness at trial, also decides to stand for herself.
The court is now in session.
The prosecution now stands and the researcher sits as a witness.
What did you use to reach your conclusions?
I used a simple correlational study.
So how did you reach it?
Go.
Easy. I looked at data levels of output of the company and then did a single correlational study on single contaminants in the area.
You took a convenient sample of the water. You also know that that leads to several confounding variables, and it's pretty obvious that you have an undercoverage of all the data that you've made available to yourself. My company specifically indicates that there is no relationship in the long run. You looked at data solely in the past month. Obviously, the jury will see that there are major errors in the way you collected your data and generated your LSRL. Moreover, you do realize correlation does not imply causation. It would have been better to conduct an experiment.
The researcher now takes his stand to question the company owner.
Where were you last Thursday?
I was at my office doing paperwork. It was a normal day.
I rest my case. This case does not have enough information to reach a conclusion. I need this case to continue, but I need a more thorough analysis. I want you to predict a 99% confidence interval for the slope of an LSRL concerning your production and the contaminants. The court will provide an assistant to monitor your data collection.
Go.
Back, finally, after 1 year. What results do we have?
I conducted a confidence interval to estimate the true slope at a 90% confidence level. I took averages of contamination in 10 specific areas of the river over 100 days that I determined a simple random sample, and was able to determine the standard deviation in the value of this statistic. My results indicate a slope of 0.0201 and plus or minus 0.521 margin of error.
What does that even mean? I don't believe any of these conclusions.
Well, if we look at the data in terms of a t-test, we can say our null hypothesis would be b equals 0, that there is no relationship between output and water contaminants, or b is greater than 0, that there is a positive relationship between output and water contaminants. Since 0 is contained in my confidence interval, the statistical evidence to say that we failed to reject the null hypothesis. Essentially, I was right.
Any further evidence you wish to present? No? No? I will now order the jury to carefully review this data and reach a reasonable conclusion. Either the researcher is right and the company owner loses and we're wrong,
Dude, a type 1 error.
or the researcher is wrong and the company owner wins and we're wrong.
A type 2 error.
Dude, we find this researcher totally guilty of libel against this company.
Go.
No, this was my chance at being famous.